What the hell you doing, Rick? Why are you fighting? Why are you making this so hard? Carl is dead because you couldn't bleep well enough alone.
What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I'm here to talk about this interview with Norman Reedus. That clip I played in the beginning literally has nothing to do with the video. It's just that that was Norman Reedus doing an impression of Negan, and that was one of the funniest things I've seen in a while, so I wanted to add that in. But Norman Reedus had an interview with MTV, and he was talking about his $20 million raise contract deal, and he was also talking about the female storytelling this season. And let's get down to it, starting off with the $20 million rumor. And he shut that rumor down. He said it was bogus and it was never true. And I'm gonna go ahead and read the quote exactly what he said. He said, I got a lot of heat saying, oh, you're gonna be the new leader, and there was a bogus story, a contract money story that hit the press. That was a fake story. It wasn't even true. So this kind of took me by surprise, because I'm going to be honest, I thought it would be true, only because AMC just lost Andrew Lincoln. They're going to lose Rick Grimes, so if AMC is smart, I thought they wouldn't want to lose Daryl, so I thought this $20 million contract, or $20 million did seem a bit fishy, you know, but I do believe he's still going to get some sort of raise, just because they don't want to lose Norman, because, you know, if Daryl has the biggest fan base in the show, he's kind of been annoying the past 2 seasons as a character, but he still has the biggest fan base in the show, and one of the biggest fan bases in all of TV, so he's a huge character, so I'm sure AMC doesn't want to lose him, so that's why I kind of thought it was real. But the $20 million did seem a bit fishy, because back in May when the rumors came out that Andrew Lincoln is leaving The Walking Dead, or they're not really rumors anymore, they were actually confirmed back then, but everyone was just in denial. But back then when it was reported that Andrew Lincoln will be leaving The Walking Dead, another story hit the web saying that Norman Reedus will be getting $20 million to take on as the lead. Now, it was a bit fishy, like I said, because it just said $20 million. They didn't say if it was $20 million a year, $20 million over a number of years, $20 million bonus. They didn't say anything like that. So it was a bit confusing because I didn't know exactly, you know, what the exact, you know, details are. But he did debunk it and say it's not true. Now, because, you know, I don't think Daryl can be a leader. I mean, I'm saying that in the most positive way. Like, I'm not saying it in a negative way. You know, Daryl, the way his character is, he's a good character. Back in season 4 or 5, you know, that's a good Daryl. You know, he doesn't need to be a leader, and I don't think he's gonna be a leader. I think one of the females are gonna be a leader, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Because he went on to say that Angela Kang is his favorite writer. You know, because, you know, Norman Reedus has the ability to be a leader. You know, he has great range. We've seen that. Just the way they're writing Daryl, he doesn't seem like a leader type, unless they do like a full 180 with his character, which, you know, they could do. But, you know, Angela Kang, Norman Reedus was also talking about how Angela Kang is one of his favorite writers, his favorite writer actually, and she's the one who wrote his Daryl and Beth episode. And, you know, that episode was a bit skeptical because some people thought it was a bad episode, but that was a good episode for Daryl. So, you know, it shows that Angela Kang has the ability to write for Daryl. So I do think there's gonna be an upgrade for Daryl. And Norman Reedus actually said this, and I'm quoting. He said, "I've done scenes this season that I'm more proud than I've done in 5 years." So that's pretty nice to hear, because you know, because the last 2 seasons, and maybe even 3-4 seasons, Daryl, you know, he's been like mumbling and moaning, and even he's been saying that too. You know, during the interview, he was like, Daryl's a grumpy guy. So, you know, I'm happy if Daryl's gonna be more vocal and stuff, because I do believe Norman Reedus is a good actor. Some people think Norman Reedus can't be a lead. I disagree with that. I think he can be a lead. It's just that the way that they write Daryl cannot be a lead at this time. But that brings me to my next topic, because Norman Reedus has been saying that the female storytelling this season is gonna be great, and he really hypes it up. And I want to bring up a discussion of who you guys think will lead, because, you know, Angela Kang also said that there's gonna be a lot of vital storytelling with the females this season. And, you know, we got a lot of females in the show, and a lot of great actresses on the show too. And I want to bring up a discussion of who you guys think can lead. Personally, I'd love to see Melissa McBride Carol take on a leadership, because in my opinion, she's had probably the biggest character development in this show. You know, when we met her in season 1, you know, she was just this quiet woman who was even getting abused by her husband, and now she's transformed into this queen. You know, she's dating Ezekiel, a king, and, you know, she's a leader and she's a badass. So I do believe Carol could be a leader. I think Melissa McBride is a great actress, so I'd personally like to see more screen time for Carol and stuff, but I do think, Carol is going to still be a little more reserved because, with Lauren Cohan saying that, she's still going to come back to the show, or her story is going to be open. If she does return, I believe Maggie will be the leader of the show, just because, she's already a leader of the Hilltop, and, Rick was saying, I'm going to take after you, even though he really didn't because he kept Negan alive. I do believe Maggie will be the leader of the show, and she probably has the best chance of being the leader. But I would like to see Carol, take on more of a leadership because I'm a Carol fan. And then also, I want to talk about Denai Guerrera because I think she is probably the best actress in the show. She is getting a bit more busy though with movies and stuff, and people were thinking she's not going to be on the show much longer, but she's only going to be in movies. The reports are she's going to be in movies and stuff like that, so you can do a movie and The Walking Dead. The only time it really becomes a problem is when it's a TV show, like with Lauren Cohan's situation in Whiskey Cavalier. It's hard to film 2 TV shows at the same time, especially if you're the lead, but with movies and stuff, I do think it's possible. So I'm sure if they, negotiate well, I'm sure Denai Guerrera will be willing to stay longer. And I think she'd be a great lead too because, she is with Rick. If Rick dies, it's definitely going to transform her character, I'm sure. She's going to be a whole new character after Rick dies. And I'm sure it's going to... If Rick dies. I know I'm talking about, I've had videos talking about Rick not dying and stuff, and I still believe there's a high possibility of Rick not dying, but if he does die, it's still going to change, Michonne a lot, and whether he dies or not, Michonne has the ability to be a leader, and back in season 7, Rick even told her, like, after I'm gone, you're going to take charge, so, all these women could lead. Sydney from Oceanside, I'm sure she's going to lead Oceanside, maybe even Tara could lead Oceanside. They're doing a lot of stuff with Tara's character, but Rosita, she has a possibility of leading a group. I think Rosita could possibly lead the Saviors too. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities with these females in the show, and there's a lot of great females in the show. So just a little discussion of who you guys think could lead. So leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Like I said before, this was just a little discussion of who I think could, be the new leader in the show, because it looks like they're gonna go down that road with this female storytelling, and I don't think Daryl will be the lead of the show. I think he's still gonna be his reserved character, probably more vocal and stuff, but I do believe one of the women is gonna be the main leader of the show. So be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, who you think will be lead and who you want to lead. And thanks for watching, guys, and thank you guys for all the support on these videos, and hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. For more Walking Dead videos, subscribe down below. It's been All Things Film, and until next time, peace.